E no, partiamo già male, Flash, te lo dico col cazzo che pullo percino. Buonasera, anzi sì, no, buonasera, buonasera. Bentornati anche questa sera su Genshin Impact, finalmente, sempre da quello che ormai è il nostro punto di ritrovo abituale, ovvero le mani del nostro Anemo Archon con la nostra Clay che ci guarda così, con quegli occhioni che si ritrova. Allora, siamo pronti, eh? Siamo pronti. Tutti prontissimi. Stasera si continua con l'Archon Quest di Sumeru. Ci eravamo lasciati l'ultima volta dopo quell'incredibile loop che era stato il festival per l'Esser Lord Kusanali. E quest'oggi ci ritroviamo a dover andare avanti. Ok. Rieccoci. La prima cosa che dovremo fare è parlare con Catherine, che abbiamo scoperto l'ultima volta essere un robot. Una macchina. È non solo una macchina a caso, ma una macchina proveniente da Shnesnaya. Quindi, ok, Cioè, una rivelazione abbastanza importante comunque. Vediamo un po' cosa da dirci oggi.
Do you have any commissions for us today? Commissions, huh? Let me think.
A posto, Flash, tu che si dice? Come laghi? Ma Cristo Dio, frate. Ma laghi sempre, ma com'è possibile sta cosa? Sì, Academic Symposium di Love Poems.
Wait, say what now?
Come, scusa?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Devo cantare una canzone d'amore sul palco dell'Accademia? Abbiamo vinto, bene, bene, bene.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
Sì, non mi sembra sensato.
I see. It appears
Dica,
that you're not
dimmi
interested
Flash.
in this commission.
No, mi sembra un po' una
In that
cazzata.
case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Già più interessante come proposta, però comunque secondo me puoi inventarti di meglio, Catherine.
Hey, that's not any better.
No, in effetti, io avevo letto tipo... Cioè, avevo letto Mercenaries, ma pensavo tipo i vecchi. Non so perché, invece i mercenari...
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Catherine, t'à a posto?
Paimon's gotta ask, just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild? Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Non ci avevo neanche pensato.
Was it so obvious?
Non ci avevo neanche pensato, ma ha fregato alla grande.
That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Non ci avevo... Ma ha fregato alla grande. Mi ha fregato alla grande.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head? From when she said, Ad Astra Abysosk. So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream.
Ovvero? Se the Akasha can take away the dream of gods. È vero, perché noi in teoria abbiamo scoperto il piano della Akasha, o meglio, inerente alla Akasha, ma non abbiamo fatto nulla per fermarlo, ora come ora. Zoom un pochino. Ok.
It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was a happy one.
Ah sì?
In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy.
Sono contento per te. Pronto Candace, buono. Mi dicono che è relativamente forte.
First, the night of flowers,
No, tantissimo.
really, really high above the ground. And I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children. You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be.
Sì.
It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Ma in realtà...
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
Il pity. Il pity.
We're pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her. Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Brava.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival? So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities.
Sensato,
As for how we
direi.
should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
E dove ci Beh sì, cioè, sai com'è.
Good point.
Se prendi il corpo del focus centrale di tutti gli avventurieri del posto. Ok. Momento altre priorità. Se sei curioso di vedere nella mia biografia. Biografia di che? Che è la biografia, mo?
Let's continue our chat here.
Beh, non è che ci siamo allontanati così tanto, che poi siamo davanti al bulletin board, quindi insomma non è proprio il massimo. Vabbè. Ah, di Genshin, dopo vedo. Ah no, stai uppando Sino, me l'hai detto l'ultima volta, no? Possess a key figure in academia, possess a student infiltrate the sage's quarter, we could grab someone close to the sages and question them. Questo sarebbe la cosa più sensata.
But all the key members of the academia,
Ah, beh,
even
giustamente.
the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
Non ci ho pensato.
It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you
Molto
already
probabile.
caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
E allora si va con
We're in the
le
dark as of
cattive.
now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible
Ho gli occhiali
consequences.
lerci.
After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
Anche questo è vero. E quindi l'ultima cosa che ci rimane è possedere uno studente e infiltrarci.
No way, that's too
Allora
risky.
vaffanculo, dimmelo tu che cazzo dobbiamo fare.
Be too easy to
E
get
che
caught.
è? Mamma mia.
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
Nah.
Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals.
Beh, selfish, stai salvando l'intero mondo praticamente.
What the sages are doing.
Non è proprio la stessa cosa, posso dirtelo.
Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
Insomma, non abbiamo altri piani.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Ah,
Okay.
ok.
God of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Sì, infatti.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved,
Chi
then I
prendiamo?
should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work.
Abbastanza, sì.
Before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
No.
Taria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the grand
Ah, è quella che
stage of
abbiamo
the
visto
Academia?
quando hanno detto di no a
We ran into her
Nilo.
basically every time the Sub-Zero
Giusto.
Festival repeated
To?
itself. You could even say we're old
Beh, oddio.
enemies by now.
Le missioni di Sino le fai in live? No, Flash, faremo...
She always spoke to Nilu.
Aspetta. Faremo solo l'Archon Quest, a meno che tipo non facciamo un'intera live di Genshin e come l'ultima volta succede che finisce dopo 20 minuti, a quel punto probabilmente sì, mi terrò la missione di Sino come tappabuchi, diciamo.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd.
Perché?
She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius.
Oh, ciao Arcella,
Academic gifts
buonasera.
allowed her special admission into
Perché
the
un sacco,
academia,
porca puttana.
and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Beh, c'è anche da dire che pure quella di... come si chiama? Dell'ultimo cretino che abbiamo fatto, non mi ricordo manco più, l'arciere, con le orecchie, è tipo... anche quella era durata non dico un paio d'ore, ma quasi. Comunque, per essere una quest secondaria era durata un po'. Buonasera a lei, signorina Borcella. Come ci troviamo questa sera? Come sta? Questa visita non lo so quanto dura. Vabbè, vediamo. Ce la teniamo come tappabuchi. Nel peggiore dei casi andremo un po' lunghi.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert.
No, non era Goro, era...
Special then.
Non so, ma non mi ricordo come si chiamava.
Most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
Era... ti giuro, mi è rimasto... Quello che poi è passato nel banner normale. Cioè, tipo, non l'ho cagato di striscio, praticamente, quel personaggio, giuro. Non mi ricordo manco come si chiama. L'arciere... No, l'arciere... Dendro.
Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light.
Fainari, esatto.
Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky?
Non ho capito sta
But in
storia.
the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
O come si scrive? Con una G prima dell'H. Per il resto è corretto. Non ho capito.
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But
Cioè, sta
she
dicendo che lo sta
doesn't
facendo
really support
controvoglia.
academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's
Credo.
just running away from her problems.
Indeed,
Cazzatissima,
when they
pare.
are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore.
Verissimo.
She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
In effetti potrebbe essere
We
al
must
caso
somehow make her
nostro.
face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From
Ok.
my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare,
Ok.
let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
Ci sta. Dialoghi fateli un po' più corti, vi prego. Allora, in linea di massima non sono necessariamente d'accordo con questa critica, però effettivamente ci sono delle volte in cui si dilungano un po' senza nessun motivo, bisogna essere onesti. Cioè, spesso e volentieri alcuni dialoghi sono un po'... come dire, senza essere volgari, per farsi i pompini da soli. Cioè, se si devono fare gli sbroffi, dicono guarda come scrivo bene, guarda e poi ti fanno un dialogo lungo così, tu dici che palle, vabbè. Ogni tanto però, non succede spessissimo, questo bisogna essere onesti. Poi tu Flash non segui neanche la storia, quindi tu premi F e basta, quindi
So should
non
we
fai
ask
test.
the fortune teller about Sataria?
No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Ovvero?
Talking style and key characteristics?
Solo da play, allora premi X.
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates?
Allora, prima caratteristica è una loli. E quella la noto subito.
If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course, of course. In that case.
Beh. Ci sono i micetti.
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Sì, in effetti, cioè, abbiamo preso per il culo 20, abbiamo preso per il culo Zhongli, abbiamo pestato a sangue non solo Ei, ma pure Bal, perché pure nelle weekly abbiamo pestato Bal. Insomma, abbiamo fatto jackpot. Su 3 Archon che abbiamo incontrato ne abbiamo presi per il culo 4 praticamente, quindi vabbè, che dire.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
La mia vita amorosa, vai.
Love prospects?
Vai.
No problem at all.
Sicuro, proprio tempo 2 settimane sono sposato. Vedrai. Vedrai. Questo è sicuro.
The gods have spoken. The
Vai.
truth shall be revealed.
Una settimana?
One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
Ma perché sono bellissimo, ecco come.
Did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Perché, scusa? Stai dicendo che non sono abbastanza bello da essere amato da tutti? Non ho capito.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Ok.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps
Sarà
they could
fatto.
help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Cibo per i micetti. Got it. Ok. Ok. Ah, perché non è solo lei come venditrice. Dobbiamo vederli tutti. Ok. Mica.
It belongs to
Già
a
più di
king.
uno, difficile ricordarmi le robe,
helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time.
Ok.
When you start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of her conversation.
Sì.
Ah, dear.
Lui ha i capelli alla Dragon Ball,
Would you like to look at
palesemente.
some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild?
Lei in carne e ossa.
Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade,
È un
but I picked
massone?
up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After
Attenzione.
that, I began
Grosse
making pottery
rivelazioni.
by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
C'è un botto di musica?
Is your father still working as a mason?
In che senso?
Oh,
Ah,
no,
dici la
not
soundtrack
anymore.
sotto? Non è
A few
così
years
strano.
back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg.
Minchia.
Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's
Ah,
just
ok.
enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos.
Ok,
now.
quindi suo padre sta a fare il
We
pensionato.
wish him peace and happiness in his retirement.
Certo.
I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No
Ciao, ciao,
problem.
ciao.
Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Ok. E poi abbiamo il terzo. Ah, chi è sta qua? Ah, è la host della taverna.
This should be our final stop. Sataria is always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
È carina.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's That's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering.
Ma che interesse è?
After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port.
Ok.
I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
Povera.
But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
Vai. Ce la puoi fare.
Admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Che bella sta cosa, che lei non si abbatte, non si dà per vinta.
But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
Paimon, ma non essere
restaurant has a
stronza.
basement as well? Huh. First I've heard
Niente,
of
si
it.
blocca tutto. No,
That's
come?
right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Guess that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Ok. Non ho capito cosa dovevo carpire da questa conversazione per quanto lo riguarda. Forse il fatto che voleva entrare nell'accademia, che è appassionata di navi. L'unica cosa che mi viene in mente di utile da questa conversazione, giuro.
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities.
Ok.
I remember that you
Usiamo la
mentioned
psicologia
the Aramites
stavolta,
and Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Quindi noi useremo il nome di King Destret per romperle i coglioni.
How do we set that up?
Ottima domanda.
The Scarlet King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks.
Tatina.
If we simply engaged
Arrivo.
her under the guise of the Scarlet King's
Salve.
believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Beh, ovvio. Non era
Possess
chiaro?
them through the Akasha, imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King, and then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form.
Mio fratello sopra la mia povera schiena, cosa?
Manage to pass off as them.
Tatina, la puoi smettere di rompere i coglioni al microfono?
So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Ma io? Non dovevi essere tu?
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them.
Ma perché non lo puoi fare
As
tu,
long as you're
scusami?
also wearing an Akasha terminal,
Ma-
the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Ma perché devo farlo io?
That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to
Esatto!
do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
In effetti.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Va bene, farò del mio meglio.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Beh, per ora puoi sempre
Don't beat
migliorare.
yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Ok. Tomorrow afternoon. Okay. Ah, a proposito, Barbara mi ha dato un codice. Mi ha dato un codice che potevo usare, se non sbaglio. Vediamo se l'ho già usato. Tata, ti sei messa sulle cuffie di nuovo. Ok, no, forse no. Account, redeem now. Vai. Niente, è andato. Rip. Never lucky, baby rage. Eccolo qua. E dicevamo fra mezzogiorno e le 18. Quindi mezzogiorno in punto. Pa! Spaccate proprio. Schermo sempre bello. Prima o poi lo cambierò questo sfondo perché non mi convince tantissimo. La scena era molto bella, ma come sfondo non è eccezionale. È un po' scuro per i miei gusti. Eccoci qua. Fortune Teller. Fortune. Guardala lì.
Oh, here she comes. Satori is here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them.
Dai.
As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Ci proviamo almeno.
I'm starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Antisgamo proprio, Non vede queste tre teste che escono qua dalla terra, vabbè. Perché quella rimane Catherine a vita? Perché è l'unica che può possedere ora come ora. Madonna santa, quanto è svalvolata. Gli abbiamo fritto il cervello.
You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
Esatto.
Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
No. Ehi.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Harut e Marut. Questa la so.
That's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they?
I nomi dei mecetti me li ricordo tutti.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
Vai.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Come si chiama il mio gatto? Tu non hai un gatto, Flash. O se ce l'hai non me l'hai mai detto. The gods have spoken.
The gods are asking, Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Ah,
Sataria,
sgamata.
why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
Vero, visto? So tutto, Flash. Sono troppo forte.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness.
Non un gatto, visto.
If I may ask,
Sapevo io.
Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Oh, wait a
Fratello che mi
second.
ammazza la schiena, però. Giusto
The
così.
Scarlet King passed
Giusto
away
così.
a long time ago. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
Ah, quindi è colpa dell'Accademia di questa diceria che si va diffondendo che lo Scarlet King sta è rinato.
What
Oh.
insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think
Certo.
very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
E il pagamento? Ma sta Oi.
Whoa.
Sa che siamo un po'
She
sus,
just ran
eh?
off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too.
Eh sì.
Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Offre a casa, come?
Aw.
No, e come si porta la pagnotta a casa se si offre sempre?
Human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Harabatop theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria.
She's out of games now. Right on cue. Let's get...
Qualcuno ha detto primo gemme? Subito, immediatamente. Vediamo quanti siamo. Ok, ma che ce ne possiamo prendere altre due? Eccoci qua. Siamo a 125 pull, ragazzi, 125 pull pronti per la signorina Kusanali, detta Nahida dagli amici. E questa animazione? Prima non l'ha fatta, però è carina.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry.
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
Sta camminando di più perché si era rotto una gamba.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Vedi, vedi, vedi.
I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you
Vedi,
could
vedi.
find the
Sono
time,
fortissimo,
please
cazzo.
write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru.
Troppo forte,
He has
visto?
a
Non ne
quick
manco
temper,
una, sono
but He's
fortissimo.
always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
E tu cosa ne pensi?
So, who are you siding with in
Esatto.
all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King. And now
Wow.
you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Minchia, brutale.
You don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Beh, in effetti.
Whoa.
Pubblicità pan di stelle. Ok, a me fan cagare il pan di stelle, quindi non le comprare. Pagate a me pan di stelle se volete la pubblicità sul mio canale, grazie. Restart the game troll. Sì, in effetti forse abbiamo un po'
You
esagerato.
really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything.
Sì.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Fra casa anche quella, vaffanculo. Guarda dove corre.
Come on. Sataria's already started.
Un attimo, mamma mia. 2 secondi.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, Cristo Dio, ma io che cazzo ne so di dove studiava questa, ma non mi ricordo, dai. Sarà il basement, non credo che abbia l'attico.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange
Non credo che abbia dati con...
I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Ah!
How could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Minchia.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive
Ok, qua stai
all
davvero
Sumeru's
esagerando.
citizens?
È un po' fuori dal mondo
Sean,
questo.
Don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Niente, hai fatto giusto anche questa. Perché sono troppo forte, cazzo, sono il migliore, figa, spacco tutto stasera.
Please, please stop.
E niente, Setaria ha sbroccato.
Even now,
Andata
Sataria's
proprio.
still trying to run from her problems.
È un po' esagerato,
She
sì.
can no longer justify everything to herself.
Cioè, non ha senso sta
She's
cosa,
trying
che
to
lei
talk to the
si...
guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city.
Eri te che
They've already
parlavi?
converted
E
many
chi?
residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price.
Madonna
You
mia.
must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared.
Lumina.
Child of the Scarlet
Cosa stai
King,
dicendo, Flash?
never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like
Lei non
I
ce la
should
fa
be
più,
ashamed for becoming a
Lei è
believer of
proprio
the Scarlet
impazzita.
King.
Sataria, why haven't you
È Lumin che stava parlando. Sì, Flash. Era Lumin che stava parlando. Buongiorno.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling.
Ah, sì?
I've also been running from my guilt this whole time.
Ah.
Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
Non è troppo tardi per tornare
You
indietro.
won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct
No,
your
era
research while
il
carrying such
protagonista,
heavy feelings
il
of
traveler.
guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Ok, ce l'abbiamo fatta. Viva
How
noi.
much do you know about the sages' current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zerus festival.
Ah.
But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something
Fa la
that's really
squattera lei
bothering
praticamente.
me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city. And even the sages are still quite wary of him.
Ah, e chi sarebbe? È il tizio quello là di cui non ricordi il
We will
nome?
need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha.
Maronna.
Let me see.
Tainari?
Let's use the
No,
most
non
primitive
credo.
method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap.
E invece...
I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
Alright, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
No, solo quando finiremo il
That'll
lavoro.
depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our
Bravi
side.
tutti. Bravi
The
tutti.
traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we can meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Ok.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
In effetti.
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Va bene. Wait until night. 19.
Make my escape.
Ma... forse è considerata come Following Night solo se arrivo in quella successiva ancora. E vabbè. Stavo pensando che in realtà ho qualche pull da parte per lo standard banner, quindi facciamoli adesso, dai. Intanto ce li ho lì a prendere polvere. Stavo pensando di farli per il prossimo...
Seems like I should...
il prossimo streaming di pull, però a sto punto continuiamo una dozzina, dai, vediamo. Non so neanche a che PT sto. Come sono messo qua? 5 10 11, perfetto. Quindi sono una dozzina di PT, fantastico. Che bello. E l'ultimo è stato Cici, quindi vabbè, che dire. Robaccia. Tainari non mi dispiacerebbe, anche se in realtà ho già un personaggio da single target. Però effettivamente sarebbe comodo per esplorare. Ma vai. Ma vieni. E andiamo. Guardalo qua. Guardalo qua. Preciso. Dov'è? Qua, è lui, sì, è lui. Ok, eccolo qua. Chef Kiss. With Sit Refinement Rank 5 sulla mia cli. Livello 90, 55% di crit damage. Signori, che attributi questa cli? Guardala qua. 36% di crit rate, un po' bassino, con 203% di crit damage, 90% di pyro damage bonus e elemental mastery a 58, che non è eccezionale, però devo aumentare un po' il crit rate. Vediamo se ho qualcosa per il crit rate. Tipo qui, anziché crit damage mi dai crit rate. Questo potrebbe non essere male, però è un roll un po' di merda. Anche questo fa un po' cagare. Elemental Mastery, crit rate. Scusami, fammi vedere un attimo al volo, sono curioso. Perdonatemi, io mi sto facendo i cazzi miei. Crit rate, no, questo ha pessimi roll, sì, abbastanza. Poi questo doppio difesa fa pena. Crit rate, no. Oddio, questo se mi rolla tutto su crit damage, magari un pensierino ce la posso fare. Però ha senso aumentare il crit rate? Forse il crit damage e basta va bene. Vabbè, facciamo una prova. Spingiamo un pochino qua, vediamo se riusciamo a prendere... Allora, il primo roll che non è crit damage lo butto, sto artefatto. Perfetto. È stato bello finché è durato. Arrivederci, grazie. Va bene così. Ci accontentiamo, dai. Ci accontentiamo così, va bene. Vediamo qui. Dai, sono troppo contento di avere il Wizit livello 5, cazzo. Cioè, rank 5. Pazzesco. Pazzesco, cazzo. Io vorrei, più che i personaggi dallo standard, vorrei le armi. Oh! Perché la vita è una merda? Ma Dio Cristo. Ma com'è possibile? Seriamente? 2 cicci di fila e neanche 20 pull. Ma com'è? Ma non è possibile. Ma dove? Ma di tutti, proprio cici. Cioè, ma dammi piuttosto una... che Queen che ancora non ce l'ho. Ha fatto 12 pull, ce l'avevo qua. Vabbè. Mannaia la puttana. Mannaia.
We're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right?
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Quindi vabbè, sì, la chiamiamo direttamente la healer e basta.
We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep.
Ma che sfiga, Dio santo.
We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a
Non ci
trap.
credo.
If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep,
Ok.
yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
Certo, come no.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
C'è qualcosa di strano?
Off? What do you feel is off?
Ah, non c'è nessuno.
It's the middle of the night.
Eh.
Of course it's quiet.
Ciao, Core.
You're not getting paranoid, are you?
No, I think she's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets.
Effettivamente è
I'm not sure
vuota.
this is the case for the entire city,
È
though.
deserta, letteralmente.
Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards,
Ma cosa
but
stai
also to
dicendo,
get everyone
Paimon?
to go to sleep early.
Ma cosa
just so
stai
we can exchange
dicendo?
the documents in peace.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Sì, secondo me ci stanno baitando alla grande, io ve lo dico. Io ve la chiamo. Ci stanno praticamente truffando, secondo me. Pretty quest must complete before teleporting. Ok. Va bene, quindi immagino che succederà qualcosa da qui fino a quando arriviamo lì sopra.
I'm out of here.
Tap, 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 tap. Eccoci qua. Oh, cutscene? Attenzione. Dimmi, Flash. Ah?
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Sento puzza di trappolona.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
Così.
The outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed.
Ah,
Although these days they tend to call me
è
the
lui.
Doctor.
Il dottore.
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With
Sì,
some
sì, ho
basic
visto.
caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
Wow, ok, questa non me l'aspettavo. Cioè, sapevo che sarebbe arrivato il dottore prima o poi, ma non mi aspettavo assolutamente che fosse parte dell'accademia in passato.
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world.
Spoiler, è vero.
My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Attenzione. Ah? Ma?
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness.
Ciao Flash, buonanotte,
To
buonanotte.
possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
E qua sento già una gnosis che fa così con la manina. Sono un pezzo degli scacchi. Ciao, ciao, addio. Porca, a me ancora fa girare il cazzo che uno ce l'ha fottuto Scaramouche.
Someone needs to catch your breath first.
Cioè, ce l'ha fottuto Scaramouche con un po' di... una nube soporifera, cioè, ma... Ah, sì, per la scena. Ok, sì, scusa, non avevo capito.
Is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
She can jump between minds, hopefully she'll be fine. E beh, per forza. Cioè, come fa a non star bene? Non era fisicamente lì.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here.
In effetti no.
Let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him.
Ah, sì?
Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the academia came back recently.
Tainari ce ne ha
That
parlato?
even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
Ok. Sto ancora morendo per quello che è successo prima. Beh, no, infatti, cioè, non è che abbiamo sottostimato, è che era impossibile prevedere una roba del genere. Non solo il ritorno... Cioè, allora, ok, noi sapevamo che c'era l'Accademia, da una parte, e questo secondo personaggio dall'altra, ok? Il fatto che questo secondo personaggio potesse prendere in possesso, tra virgolette, l'intero Akasha e farlo funzionare come lui vuole, e soprattutto che questo personaggio di cui l'Accademia era spaventata, bene o male, lavorasse con l'Accademia, o comunque la sovrastasse addirittura, questo non era, cioè, non è che era sottostimato, era oggettivamente impossibile da prevedere.
Yeah. Now that the doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia.
Sì.
They're in cahoots with the Fatui.
Sì.
But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
Sì, è quello che gli interessa. Perché non attivi la costellazione? Perché non userò mai Cici in vita mia. Ha creato una sorta di virus, può essere. Sì, praticamente quello che ha detto lui è che ha bypassato il sistema di controllo di Akasha per impiantare direttamente nel subconscio delle persone un comando. Cioè, o meglio, lui non diceva un comando, delle informazioni. Quindi praticamente lui ha fatto credere alle persone che il Traveler fosse un eroe che ha appena salvato il mondo. Ma appena salvato il mondo, l'ha salvato in passato, ok, quindi è anche vero. Però loro non lo sapevano, quindi loro non la vedevano come questo personaggio incredibile. E adesso invece sì. E quindi siamo dovuti scappare via perché altrimenti dovevamo pestarli. Comunque dobbiamo trovare Nahida. Esatto.
Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right?
Troviamo qualcun altro che possa essere...
You mean...
sì, Tainari.
Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Triumph of the imagination, ok. Ma pensa un po' te. Ma? Scusami, qui c'è un dendro cazzillo? Ti levi? Grazie che devo saltare. C'è un dendro cosino, eccolo qua. Olè. Aspetta che mi arriva. Ok. Dicevamo. Io mi devo ancora esplorare tipo il 60%, forse anche di più di Sumeru. Ecco perché mi avrebbe fatto comodo Tainari. Porca miseria. Il dendrocosino, sì. Lo chiamerò dendrocosino. Tainari. Dove stai? Nemmeno mi leggi. Ciao Jenny, buonasera, sei arrivata adesso. Non hai scritto neanche una parola prima. Sono arrivato dopo il messaggio di Flash.
Are you mercenaries from the Core of 30?
Fottiti.
Core of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs.
Come no? No, Jenny, non hai scritto letteralmente nessun messaggio stasera. Li sto leggendo tutti i messaggi della chat. Overwatch 2 è live, ma non si può giocare perché le code sono infinite.
The outcast? An outcast from the Academia?
Quindi probabilmente sì, il dottore.
But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Might have an edge over the Fatui. Maybe he's talking about the resources.
Still wasting time on
Forse non è lui, vedi, è questa la cosa.
Get them!
Cioè mi hai spaccato il cazzo da oggi perché ho fatto un solo pull sullo standard e tutto i Cici? Sì. Perché hanno hackerato, come si scrive? Hanno hackerato cosa? Overwatch? Mi sembra strano che abbiano hackerato Overwatch. Pam. I server, davvero? Ma che scammata! E che problema c'è? Continuiamo a pestarli. Che ci facciamo problemi? No. Però in compenso ho trovato il Winsit che mi serviva per farlo arrivare a rank 5. Dammi 2 secondi che ti spiego. Ma comunque sì, non lo sapevo, Jenny. È una roba completamente nuova. Non la sapevo sta cosa. Certo che però che figura di merda. Cioè rilanci il gioco e subito ti fai hackerare i server. Figlio mio. Figlio mio. Ciao Jenny, come stai? Non ci sentiamo da un po'.
Yeah. Looks like we'll have to keep our guards up.
Lei è incazzatissima, guarda qua ste sopracciglia.
But this
Una
doctor guy
V.
seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tainari? Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
Perché non c'è più l'icona di Blitz, non c'è. Te la sei legata proprio al dito. Comunque, bah, mi è andata male, perché tipo io... Cos'è? 12 pull prima, avevo già pullato Kiki. Cici. E tipo, ho pullato altre, 10 volte neanche. E mi è uscita di nuovo Cici. Quindi in 20 pull ho pullato 2 Cici. 2 Cici. A onor del vero ho anche preso il Winsit che mi serviva, eh. Quindi vabbè. Non mi lamento troppo. Però. Diciamo che però. Come faccio ad arrivare lì sopra? Dove posso salire per arrivare lì sopra? Perché vedo che c'è il dendrocosino. Sto a piedi 73 mortacci. Dove starà il dendrocosino? È lì sopra? Forse è lì. Eccolo qui. Trovato il dendrocosino. E dai. E andiamo. No, ok, pensavo fossero funghetti che mi servivano. Tainari. Dendrocosino parte 2, sì. Più dendrocosini. Mi piace proprio sta roba del dendrocosino, eh. Dove sta Tainari? A stronzo. Oh, c'è con lei. Ciao, Collie.
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon.
Ciao, carissimo.
What are you two doing back here?
Stiamo cercando il tuo amichetto.
Hey, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing all right?
Dendrocazzillo. Dendrocazzillo è il prossimo.
To be honest,
È il prossimo passo.
I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate
No.
lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks.
No,
As a
Collie.
result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh, Kale.
Securing is our only chance.
Speaking
Eh
of
sì.
Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia forest a little while ago. He was headed to Parte's
Mi
DI.
chiedo se vado a finire l'evento e poi a prendere Luca.
He left? What?
È già sceso?
Tainari
Non scende il
always
giovedì di
saying that
solito.
he never wants
Vabbè,
to
comunque
leave the
salutano.
Avidia forest? He even turned down the sage's invitation.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time though.
Sus.
No.
Non
I
ci ha dato
only
manco
found
una
out that he
ragione.
left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule.
Ok.
To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of.
Processi se ti riferi perché
Tainari
eravamo
originally
in
studied in
ma
the
che suono non ho ancora il
Amorta Darshan of the
passaporto.
Academia, and Parte's DI is
Oopsie.
something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting
Noto il nostro
research
anniversario,
at
quindi
Parte's DI.
Poggers. Bene.
Research
Ci
base,
sta.
huh? Gotta
Un
wonder
mese
what
prima del
kind
tuo
of
compleanno
research
preciso.
Tainari just
Che culo.
decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Parte's DI.
E comunque se lo scrivi in maiuscolo esce Poggers, eh. Non volevo dirtelo però. Vabbè, mi raccomando, fai la brava con lei.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now.
Così
If you
regalo.
run into Master
Poggers.
Tainari, please
Come
send
non mi
him my
pare?
regards.
Guarda in chat. Guarda schermo, bah. Io ce l'ho.
Will do. See you later, Kale.
Sei tu che non hai più il... Come cazzo si chiama? L'estensione? Mi sa, signorina. Eh sì, è tutta colpa tua, a quanto pare. Oh. Ciao.
Wait, look who it is.
Catherine. Amico, amico.
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you.
Non sei stata riprogrammata al dottore, vero?
This was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruining the moment.
no, e dimmeli sti regali.
It's very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds.
Sì.
Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the doctor by myself.
Esatto, quindi che è
Even a
successo?
pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure
Non
analogy.
ho capito.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my
Poi te lo dico in
point.
privato. E allora?
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people alright?
Cosa sono i 7 giorni di Genshin? Ah, per l'anniversario, dici tu? L'anniversario quando è che è? È a novembre, se non sbaglio, no? Sarà l'anniversario, immagino. Cioè, l'anno scorso ci sono stati 7 giorni di regali per l'anniversario. Hanno lasciato un po' a desiderare, però.
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds.
Ok.
Instead,
Potrebbe... Non credo proprio.
to creating hallucinations.
Non credo
That was
proprio, ma...
still within my power to fix. Luckily, I managed to
Non
finish
credo
my
proprio
restorations
2.0,
and
ma...
mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us.
I wouldn't be relieved just yet.
Perché no?
I gave away my true identity
Ah, beh,
when I
giusto.
restored everyone's minds.
Ah, cazzo, è
Which
vero.
means we've lost another one of our trump cards.
Vabbè, ciao, ba.
The doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
Sì, dobbiamo sbrigarci perché la nostra posizione non farà che peggiorare man mano che andiamo
Feels
avanti.
like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work.
Che pezzo di merda, diglielo, Paimon.
Doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui.
We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem.
Tipo?
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Parte's DI? Have you been waiting for us?
Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced her
Huh?
destination by looking at the direction you were moving in.
Cosa, scusa?
You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads?
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
Speriamo. Speriamo. Io comunque non mi sarei fidato di Nahida ora come ora. Cioè, il fatto che lei sia lei non vuol dire che in qualche modo non possa passare delle informazioni, anche magari per sbaglio. Ah. Abbiamo un visitatore... Ah, no. Pensavo fosse quello della farmacia di Cici a Liue. Quello col serpente. Mi sbagliavo, evidentemente.
It is you!
Da quanto tempo?
The voice! It's Hypatia!
Com'è?
What a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Lei non ha la cascia.
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Satyavada life?
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore?
Ce l'ha fatta?
No.
Ha raggiunto
Did you only
l'ascensione?
finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it! Congratulations!
Siamo sicuri? Perché Che Nahida non mi sembrava
It's so
convintissima.
exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When
Sì.
my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
Come, scusa?
Incredible!
Sì, siamo di fretta, quindi parliamone la prossima volta.
All right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you. Remember?
Mamma mia, se sento
I promised
puzza di
to help
bruciato
you
lontano un
understand what you
miglio.
saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current
Sì.
self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
Non mi fido.
You can do that?
Non dire il nome di Nahida,
I've
vabbè.
never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
No, guarda, non faccio uso di droghe. A posto.
All right.
Oh
now.
madonna santa.
Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Ok.
Okay,
Finirà in tragedia, finirà. Finirà in tragedia.
Ready?
Vai.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies.
Ah,
My fury will never be quelled.
salve.
The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The
Eh
second
sì, è
was
Scaramouche
human.
questo.
My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me.
Si incazza pure.
Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I
Che
said
bravo il
good
voice
riddance.
actor, cazzo.
I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will
Mamma mia.
scrub away every last trace of human emotion.
Mi piace un sacco il suo doppiatore.
A blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
Ok.
There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that?
No.
Did we actually just see the Balladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him.
Eh sì.
But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
Sarà un catalyst con physical
You
damage.
saw it, right?
Eh sì.
You felt it, right? Such a majestic god. Such a noble will.
Però mi sembra strano.
Sublime emotion.
Io avrei fatto più un... come si dice? O un polearm, perché è l'arma che usa Raiden Shogun, oppure addirittura una spada, che è quella del Musono Itotachi, no? Di Raiden Shogun, o meglio di EA, che sarebbe addirittura più figo perché è come, diciamo, prendere per il culo, disprezzare questa cosa, no? Non lo so, io avrei fatto una di queste due personalmente. Il Catalyst non mi sembra molto coerente con lui.
Alas, shame. If only...
If only?
If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a
Oh,
filthy
Maronna
mortal
santa.
heart. Oh, great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
E niente, Ipasia è partita.
I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but
Vieni,
rather...
micetta.
You, why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Secondo me fanno come Ace che sia Catalyst non nascondo mentre attacca. Sì, però non ha molto senso, cioè,
That's how I
capito?
always thought everything should be.
A livello di lore, intendo.
Wait. Have I already lost my mind?
Signorina, non so come dirglielo.
Wait, something isn't right.
Oh! E questi? Stanno usando le armi. Hanno iniziato loro. È arrivato il momento di tirare fuori Klee. E un paio di gianti danti. Oh merda, questo si era visto nel trailer. Questo si era visto nel trailer. Ed è un po' un peccato perché questa scena sarebbe stata davvero bellissima. Non mi dire che giochiamo nei panni di Kusanali. Dove cazzo siamo? Ti vedo. Che cazzo? È diventato pure lui un mecha user. È diventato Shinji di Evangelion. Oh merda. Oh merda. Che ci fa Paimon con Tainali?
Okay, we finally lost him.
Ok, che succede?
Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no.
Ah!
Something feels different.
Oh merda.
Oh, the traveler's back?
Ok. Praticamente si erano swappate. Nahida aveva preso il controllo di Shurin. Che cazzo è? No, fottiti, ma chi sei? Ma chi l'ha mai visto? Nahida ha preso il controllo di Shurin e Shurin è entrata nel corpo di Nahida. Ma può essere che Shurin abbia veicolato la presenza di Scaramouche? Quindi con questo swap che hanno fatto in qualche modo Scaramouche ha scoperto dove si trova Nahida e adesso stia andando a cercarla per prendere il suo Gnosis?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed.
Ah, scusa, ero io. Perché?
Inari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here.
Sì, infatti, abbiamo swappato.
You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body?
Il 500° account.
Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
Probabilmente nel suo corpo, no?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
Non ho capito.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time. Was that
Dobbiamo solo
message
tirarla
she left
fuori.
for us? It's pretty vague.
We know we can let our dog figure out what we're up to.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing.
Esatto.
She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Ok, immagino che si riferisca tipo
Paimon
al...
knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Sì.
Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before?
Sì.
It had something to do with Sataria.
Sì, quello praticamente sta dicendo che se le persone fanno gruppo possono risolvere la questione, molto semplicemente.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert?
Plausibile.
But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon.
Ma sì.
You said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean
Ah, cazzo, è vero, lui non lo sa.
Nahida you're talking about?
Giustamente.
The consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body is the Dendro Archon?
È un po' stupido, effettivamente. Ciao Flash, buonanotte, adesso vado anch'io. È un po' stupito. Ha ragione, direi. Cioè...
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari.
Meno male, almeno
actually,
questo.
we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that.
Ciao.
While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals. So I eventually declined.
Bravo, Tainari.
All I know is
Bravissimo.
that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Ma io ancora non ho ben capito cos'è sto Irminsul, però. Non mi è chiaro. Forse l'avevano già spiegato in passato, ma non me lo ricordo più. Vediamo un attimino. Irminsul. Genshin. Non significato, Genshin. Ok. Irminsul. Instead of silver white tree was... Ah, ok, è l'albero della vita. Ok. Ok, chiaro. Posto. Grazie. Ciao.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
Ah, ok. Quindi è proprio l'Accademia che sta sfruttando... Ma... Ah! Oddio, potrebbe avere senso in realtà. Potrebbe avere senso. Perché quello che mi stavo... Cioè, quello che mi perplimeva un po' era... Ma... Il Baladir, che sarebbe Scaramouche, altro non è che un Fatui. Come dottore, come signora, come Tartaglia. Quindi... Tipo... Il dottore non è un avversario dell'Accademia o qualcuno che comunque li spaventa? Perché adesso un suo alleato dovrebbe essere soggetto di ricerca dell'Accademia? In realtà questa cosa ha abbastanza senso. Se vediamo il dottore come qualcuno che si è avvicinato all'Accademia per proporre uno studio congiunto, l'Accademia sta portando avanti la sua ricerca per costruire questa divinità e il dottore avrà a sua volta da guadagnarci facendo diventare appunto Scaramouche un dio. Quindi potrebbe avere senso il fatto che abbiano iniziato a lavorare insieme. Sì.
Do you have any evidence?
Sì, ne abbiamo un bel po'. Ok, sì. Ma quindi adesso lui sa dove è Nahida. E questo è pericoloso.
That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Esatto.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, But since her symptoms were rather atypical,
ah, ok, ecco perché è andato via senza dire nulla.
And began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ma addirittura rimpiazzarla, cazzo.
I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation.
Quindi praticamente loro hanno cercato di rimpiazzare Kusanali con una nuova divinità che molto probabilmente pensano di poter tenere sotto controllo, diciamo, pensano di poter assoggettare al loro volere, in modo che appunto non ci siano più problemi in futuro e che nessuno potrebbe mai andare a rompere i coglioni, probabilmente. Ok.
The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have two Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time.
Non eccezionale.
From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Ottima domanda.
It feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
Let's say to the desert now, we must stop them no matter what. Ok, andiamo nel deserto.
Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tighnari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
E con il tuo spirito.
Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
Bene. Ok. The God Gaze is back. Che bella sta cosa. Al posto dell'abisso hanno messo il gold, giustamente. Va bene. Direi che per stasera concludiamo qui, allora. Che purtroppo stamattina mi sono dovuto svegliare ultra presto e domani non sarà da meno perché devo andare in ufficio anche domani. Quanto mi rompo il cazzo a buttar 2 ore nel cesso fra il treno e la metro la mattina e anche il pomeriggio. Vabbè, signore e signori, io direi che sono già abbastanza got. Bomberona però, sta puntata piena di sorprese, piena di sorprese. Non mi aspettavo né l'arrivo di Dottore né l'arrivo di Scaramouche in questo modo, devo essere sincero. Sono molto sorpreso, sono molto sorpreso. Comunque, signori e signori, io vi do un bacione. Mua! Grazie mille per essere passati. Ci becchiamo domani sera su Altea alle 9:30 con il solito Just Chatting del giovedì. E niente, statemi bene, buonanotte. Ciao belli.